It was a quiet discovery, one that seemed almost surreal in its simplicity. It ended a years-long mystery that had haunted the community and her family. Inside a cold brick fireplace, investigators found what they'd been searching for: the bones of Hannah Upp, a woman whose disappearance had baffled everyone. Hannah had vanished 3 times, each disappearance more mysterious than the last. The last time was after a devastating hurricane, leaving behind only questions and a trail of uncertainty. How could someone disappear so completely, only to be found in such a somber place? The questions seemed endless. The fireplace, usually a symbol of warmth and family gatherings, became her final resting place, a stark contrast to its usual role. For years, her family clung to hope, imagining her alive somewhere, lost to her rare psychological condition, dissociative fugue. But this discovery extinguished that hope, replacing it with a somber reality. The bones confirmed her death, but not the circumstances surrounding it. How did she end up there? Why the fireplace? The news rippled through the community, leaving sorrow and more questions in its wake. People wanted answers, but they were hard to come by. The mystery of where Hannah was had been solved, but what happened to her remained a haunting puzzle that no one could piece together completely. The fireplace marked the end of her journey, but her story began far from here, in places and times now shrouded in mystery. Sometimes the answers we find only deepen the mystery, adding layers to the enigma rather than resolving it. And in Hannah's case, the darkness of the fireplace held more secrets than anyone could have imagined. Secrets that may never be fully uncovered. Who was Hannah Upp? To many, she was more than just a name in the news. She was a real person with dreams, passions, and a life that touched so many others. Before the headlines and the mystery, Hannah was a beloved teacher, known for her warmth and her ability to inspire those around her. Her students adored her, often describing her as someone who made learning exciting and fun. Colleagues spoke of her vibrant energy, her dedication to her work, and the way she brought people together. Born in Oregon, Hannah was a world traveler with a curious mind and an adventurous spirit. She loved exploring new places, meeting new people, and learning about different cultures. Her life seemed stable. She had a loving family who supported her, strong friendships that lasted for years, and a career she truly loved. She was the kind of person who made others feel seen and valued. There were no obvious signs of turmoil, no visible warning of what was to come. Her days appeared peaceful, her routine steady, her future bright. This is what makes her story so unsettling. The person who vanished seemed so different from the one everyone knew. The suddenness of her disappearance left a void that was hard to comprehend. Hannah's family was supportive, her background solid. They stood by her through every challenge, always believing in her strength and resilience. She was a Bryn Mawr graduate, intelligent and driven, with a passion for learning that she shared with everyone she met. Her academic achievements were matched only by her kindness. Her life was built on solid ground, with a foundation of love, education, and purpose. That's what made her disappearances all the more baffling and heartbreaking. It's important to remember this version of Hannah: the teacher, the friend, the daughter. She was someone who brought light into the lives of those around her. The story of her disappearances often overshadows the vibrant life she lived, but her legacy is more than a mystery. It's a collection of joyful moments, laughter, and love. To understand the tragedy, you must first see the bright, smiling woman she was, the one who embraced life fully and gave so much to others. Her life was rich and meaningful, filled with both light and shadow. The darkness that followed was just one tragic thread in a tapestry woven with hope, love, and unforgettable memories. The first time Hannah vanished, it was as if she had been erased from her own life in an instant. It happened in the summer of 2008, right in the heart of New York City, a place teeming with people where it seems impossible for anyone to simply disappear. Yet, Hannah left her apartment door unlocked, her wallet and phone sitting untouched on the table, as if she had just stepped out for a moment. But she never returned. Her family and friends quickly realized something was terribly wrong. They organized search parties, posted flyers, and called everyone they could think of, but every lead led to a dead end. The police found no evidence of foul play, no struggle, no witnesses, no clues. It was as if Hannah had simply evaporated into thin air. Nearly 3 weeks later, a security guard spotted her drifting in the waters of New York Harbor. Miraculously, she was alive, but she was weak, confused, and had no memory of where she'd been or how she'd survived. The last thing Hannah remembered was lacing up her shoes for a morning run in the park. Everything after that was a void. 3 weeks of her life simply gone. Doctors were baffled at first, but after a series of tests and interviews, they diagnosed her with dissociative fugue, a rare psychological disorder that causes sudden, unexpected travel away from home and complete amnesia about one's identity or past. During a fugue state, a person can function, walk, eat, and even interact with others, but their mind is disconnected, operating on autopilot. For Hannah, it was as if her life had been paused and someone else had taken over. Her family was overwhelmed with relief to have her back, but that relief was shadowed by a new fear. If it happened once, could it happen again? No one could give them answers. The mystery of her disappearance was solved, but a deeper, more unsettling reality had taken its place. The city that had swallowed her up had returned her, but not unchanged. Hannah struggled to process what had happened, and her family watched her anxiously, knowing that life would never return to normal. Every day felt uncertain, every moment tinged with the possibility of another episode. They sought help from therapists and specialists, desperate to understand this rare condition and to find a way to protect Hannah from herself. But answers were few, and reassurance was even rarer. The question haunting them all was no longer just, where is Hannah, but when will it happen again? Time itself became a source of anxiety, each day a reminder of how quickly everything could change. The city had given Hannah back, but the threat of another disappearance lingered like a shadow. For Hannah and her family, the ordeal was far from over. The first fugue was only the beginning. Life returned to normal briefly. In 2012, Hannah moved to Maryland, started a new teaching job, and wore a GPS bracelet for safety. Everyone hoped her fugue was a one-time event, but in September 2013 she vanished again, purse, keys, and phone left behind. Her mother knew it was the fugue, not foul play. The search was swift, the community rallied, and national attention followed. After 2 days, a shopper recognized her at a strip mall. She was found in a creek bed, confused but unharmed, with no memory of the missing time. The second fugue proved her condition was recurring. For Hannah, it meant living with the fear of losing herself at any moment. Her family strengthened their support, desperate to understand and manage her condition. The disappearances were a constant threat. Each episode left more questions than answers. The battle was ongoing with no clear solution. They were fighting an invisible enemy. In 2017, Hannah moved to St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands for a new teaching job. It seemed like a fresh start, but disaster struck. Hurricane Irma, then Hurricane Maria. The day before Maria hit, Hannah told her housemates she was going for a swim. She never returned. Her car was found near Sapphire Beach, with her phone, wallet, and passport inside. Her keys and clothes were found at a beach bar. The island was in chaos. Power out, roads impassable, police overwhelmed. The search was nearly impossible in the hurricane's aftermath. Had she been swept away by the sea, or had the stress triggered another fugue? The familiar pattern, her identity left behind, was chilling. This time, the circumstances were even more dire. Friends and family organized searches, but hope faded as days passed. The devastation made answers impossible to find. Hannah had vanished into the heart of a storm. The island's chaos mirrored the confusion of her disappearance, and once again she was gone without a trace. For 4 years there were no answers. Hannah was simply gone. Her family clung to hope, imagining she'd started a new life somewhere. Then, in May 2021, a construction crew renovating a historic St. Thomas property made a shocking discovery. Human bones were found inside a brick-lined fireplace. The site became a crime scene. Investigators sifted through debris, collecting every fragment. Among the remains, they found a single key. The bones were sent for forensic analysis. The location was close to where her car had been found. In November 2021, dental records confirmed the remains were Hannah's. After 4 years, her family finally had an answer. She had never left the island. The news was heartbreaking, ending the search, but starting a new investigation. The question shifted. What happened to Hannah in her final moments? The fireplace held the answer, but it wasn't talking. The discovery brought closure, but not understanding. The mystery deepened, even as it ended. The official cause of Hannah's death was undetermined. Her remains were too fragmented for a clear answer. No signs of violence, no evidence of foul play. Investigators believed her death was likely accidental, a tragic result of her dissociative state. She may have sought shelter in the fireplace during the hurricane, only to become trapped or succumb to the elements. The key found with her was to her apartment, a poignant reminder of her connection to her life, even as her mind wandered. The truth of her final hours remains elusive. The facts are there, but the story's end is lost to time. The fireplace keeps its secrets. For Hannah's family, the confirmation of her death was devastating, but it brought closure. They thanked those who searched and remembered Hannah for her compassion and spirit. Her community rallied, sharing memories and support online. Even with answers, the search for understanding continues. Her family now works to raise awareness about dissociative fugue. They hope Hannah's story helps others facing similar challenges. Their journey didn't end with the discovery, it changed direction. Now they focus on turning tragedy into education and compassion. Hannah Upp's legacy is one of kindness, adventure, and resilience. She was more than her illness, a beloved teacher, friend, and daughter. Her story shines a light on the mysteries of the mind and the importance of mental health awareness. The unanswered questions will linger, but her family's grace and her community's support endure. Hannah's life challenges us to be more empathetic and understanding. Her tragedy is also a call to action. Learn, support, and help others. If her story touched you, seek out mental health resources and support. Thank you for watching.